Yeah, welcome to class. This is El Sam. Today we are going to be solving this simultaneous equations with three variables. So it's going to be a bit lengthy, but I'm going to simplify it. So if you're ready to solve with me, let's go. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep getting interesting solutions to mathematical problems. Let's go. Solution. Now we have three equations. Let's label them. So let's call this equation 1, this 2, and this 3. So equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Now what we'll do is that we'll look for the simplest one. We'll look for the simplest one and make one of the variables the subject. And then we'll substitute that into the other equations. With that, we'll have a simultaneous equation with just two variables, and then we'll go. Yeah, I know this is a long story. Let's show it in action. So, for me, equation 2 is the easiest. You have x and y. So let's pick equation 2. So I'll say from, so let me be this way. So from equation 2, that says x plus y plus 2z equal to 2, we can say x equal to, let's make x the subject, so we'll have 2 over here. Our positive y or plus y becomes minus y, and plus 2z becomes minus 2z. Okay, so we've made x the subject for equation 2. Now we can substitute this into equation 1 and also into equation 3, and then we'll have something simpler to work with. So let's do that. So the first thing is to substitute 2 minus y minus 2z for x in equation 1. So let's go to 1 first. So wherever we find x in equation 1, we replace it with 2 minus y minus 2z. So let's bring it here. So what we have is 2 into, instead of x now, we put what? 2 minus y minus 2, that's 2z. This is 2, right? So this is our 2x minus 3y plus z equal to 11. Let's expand this. So we'll have 4 minus 2y minus 4z minus 3y plus z equal 11. Okay? So looking at y, here we have minus 3y and minus 2y, right? If we combine them, that gives us minus 5y, right? So let's look at z. We have minus 4z plus 1. So minus 4 plus 1, that's minus 3z equal to, now we have 11 here, isn't it? And we have 4 here. So if we bring this 4 over here, that becomes what? 11 minus 4, right? Plus 4 becomes minus 4 over here. And then we have what? 11 minus 4, that's 7. Okay, so we have equations 1, 2, and 3, right? Should we call this one 4? Let's call this one 4. So this one now becomes our equation 5. I'm using Roman numerals. So minus 5y minus 3z equal to 7. That's our equation 5. Now the same thing we did here. Remember we took this x that we got from equation 2 and we substituted into equation 1, right? Now we're going to do the same into equation 3 so that we can have a similar equation to this, and then we can use one of these simultaneous equation methods to get our answer. So let's do that quickly. So we'll say substitute 2 minus y Hope you can see clearly. So 2 minus y minus 2z for x. So we're substituting this for x in equation 3. So let's do that. So equation 3 says 3 into x. Our x is now what? 2 minus y minus 2z, right? So 3x minus 2y minus 3z equal to 7. Similar to what we did there, this will give us 6 minus 3y minus 6z. Here we'll have minus 2y minus 3z equal to 7. Similar to what we did, here we'll have minus 3y and minus 2y. That will give us minus 5y, right? And when it comes to z, we'll have minus 6 and minus 3. That gives us minus 9. Yeah, minus 9z equal to, now we have positive 7, right? And positive 6. If we bring the 6 over to this side, it becomes what? Negative 6, right? So 7 minus the 6 will give us 1. Okay, so let's call this one equation 6. Let's call it equation 6. Now, if you look at equations 5 and 6, there are a lot of similarities, right? Now, let's bring them together. So for equation 5, we'll have minus 5y minus 3z equal to 7. Remember, this is our equation 5. And then for 6, we'll have what? Minus 5y minus 9z equal to 1. Equation 6. Now, looking at these two equations, minus 5y minus 5y, this is balanced. So we can just subtract them. So if you have, say, 10 and 10, 10 minus 10 is 0, right? So that's how minus 5y minus this minus 5y will give us 0. So let's do that. So we'll say equation 5 minus equation 6. So 5 minus 6. So this is 5 and this is 6, right? Yeah. So equation 5 minus equation 6. So this minus this will give us 0, right? That's this entity or this number minus this will give us 0 because they're exactly the same. Now this minus this, so what we'll have is minus 3z minus this other one, which is minus 9z, right? So minus 3z minus 9z equal to 7 minus 1, 6. So from here, minus minus will give us plus, right? So we'll have minus 3z plus 9z equal to 6. So minus 3 plus 9, that's what? 6. So 6z equals to 6. And clear, we can divide both sides by 6, isn't it? Yeah, so 6 cancels 6, our z equal to 1. This is clear enough, right? So our z is 1. Now coming back here, we can substitute 1 for z in either of these equations and we'll get y. Okay, so can you see down here? Can I write down here? Okay, good. So from here we can say substitute 1 for z in equation, let's say 5. Okay, so from equation 5 we have what? Minus 5y minus 3. Instead of z now we put what? 1, right? Because 1 is the value of z. So 1 equal to 7. Let me go up here to continue. So from here, what we'll have is minus 5y minus 3 equal to 7. And let's collect like terms. So minus 5y will be equal to 7 minus 3 becomes what? Plus 3, isn't it? Good. So minus 5y equal to 10. So it's clear we can divide both sides by what? Minus 5. So this cancels this and our y equal to what? Minus 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2 with the negative. Now we've gotten our value for z and that of y. Remember our equation has x, y, and z, right? Now if you remember our equation 4, where we made x the subject, we can get our x from here because we now have our y and our z, right? So let's do that. So from equation 4, right? I hope I'm using the right term. Yeah, equation 4. Remember that x equals to what? 2 minus y minus 2z, right? Right? So if we do that, our x becomes 2 minus, what's our y? Our y is minus 2, right? Minus 2z, and which is what? Our z is what? 1. Okay, so this gives us 2 minus multiplied by minus will give us plus, right? 2. Then we have minus 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So our x is equal to 2. Now, our complete solution, we have x equal to 2, y equal to minus 2, and z equal to 1. Okay, we can do a quick check. We can do a quick check to see if this is actually correct. So let's insert everything in equation 1. So let's work with equation 1. From equation 1 here, what we have is 2x minus 3y plus z. Let's see if that will give us 11. So 2x, what's our x? Our x is 2, right? Minus 3y, what's our y? Our y is minus 2, right? Y. Then we'll have plus z, which is what? 1. So let's see if this will give us 11. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 3 multiplied by minus 2, that's positive 6 plus 1. So 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 1, that's 11. So this is correct. Yeah, so we've succeeded in solving this 3-variable simultaneous equation, and that's the answer. So by remaining Sam, subscribe to this channel and you'll keep getting interesting solutions to mathematical problems. You see, mathematics can appear difficult, but when it's broken down, it becomes clear.